There's a saying that goes, if you want something, pursue it to the end and never give up. While this perspective is popular and easy to understand, it carries with it an invisible pressure we often place on ourselves. The philosophy of Stoicism, an ancient ideology, offers us a different viewpoint. Not everything in life needs to be forced or controlled. Think about the times you've tried to control everything around you just to reach a specific outcome. Maybe you've given it your all, poured your heart and soul into a job or a relationship, only to find that the harder you tried, the more complicated and out of control things became. These failures don't just wear you out physically, they also leave behind deep-seated insecurity and disappointment. But that doesn't mean you're not good enough or that you're unworthy. Sometimes it's simply because we're forcing life to bend to our will, forgetting that life, by nature, is a flowing stream. Living without forcing things isn't easy, especially in a world that constantly demands and imposes its own standards of success and happiness. However, by applying the principles of Stoicism, you'll discover something powerful. Life becomes lighter and more meaningful when you stop trying to control everything. Let me walk you through 10 methods to help you live this way. These approaches won't just help reduce stress and anxiety, they'll also let you find joy and satisfaction in everyday life. Before we dive in, as usual, I've got a small challenge for you. Watch the video all the way to the end. Don't skip a single part. Then, take what you've learned, apply it to your life. A week from now, come back and share how things have changed. Leave a comment saying, "Go with the flow," so I know you've accepted the challenge and you're ready to explore the deep wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Get ready, because your journey of life discovery starts now. Number 1. Live fully in the present. In Stoic philosophy, living fully in the present is one of the most essential principles for finding peace and happiness. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most well-known Stoic philosophers, once said, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." This quote reminds us that time is limited and precious. The present moment is the only one truly within our control. Living fully in the present means giving your full attention to what's happening right now, feeling and experiencing each moment completely. This practice doesn't just ease anxiety about the future, it also helps you enjoy the simple pleasures of everyday life. Picture this. You're sitting under an old tree, listening to birds sing, feeling a soft breeze on your skin. You can be entirely immersed in that moment, not worrying about tasks left undone or plans far ahead. Have you ever been sitting with someone you love and realized your mind was somewhere else entirely? Ask yourself, how many joyful moments have you missed because your thoughts were lost elsewhere? By living in the present, we enrich our own lives and bring calm and happiness to those around us. To begin this practice, ask yourself, what is happening right now? How can I enjoy this moment to the fullest? These questions will guide you back to the present, help reduce distractions, and deepen your connection to the world around you. Make it a daily habit. Whether you're eating, working, or just breathing, pay attention to each small action. You'll start to appreciate the value of every moment. Start small by setting aside just a few minutes each day for meditation, to calm your mind and to return to yourself. Let go of worries, let go of pressure, and simply enjoy each present moment. Number 2, understand the impermanence of life. Life is always changing, and change is the only constant. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. That's a quote from the philosopher Heraclitus, emphasizing the constant transformation of all things. In our daily lives, we often cling to stability, hoping things will stay the same. But can we really resist the natural flow of time and change? Impermanence isn't just a philosophical idea, it's an inescapable part of life. Think back to the times you tried to hold on tightly to a joyful feeling, or tried to push away a painful one. No matter what we do, all emotions, whether joy or sorrow, eventually pass. Understanding this helps us truly appreciate the present and keeps us from being overwhelmed by anxiety or disappointment. A simple example of life's impermanence is the changing of the seasons. Spring brings new life. Summer bursts with energy. Autumn is gentle and nostalgic. And winter, though cold, quietly prepares for a new spring. Our lives go through similar cycles. Everything changes, and it's that very change that brings balance, beauty, and meaning to life. Accepting impermanence helps us become more patient and more resilient in any situation. When facing hardship, instead of panicking or worrying, we can gently remind ourselves, this is just part of the journey. It will pass. That shift in perspective allows us to focus on what we can control and do our best from there. Impermanence also teaches us the value of gratitude. When we realize everything can change, we begin to treasure even the smallest things in daily life. Ask yourself, what can I be grateful for today? So how do we live in harmony with impermanence? One approach, offered by Stoic philosophy, is the practice of acceptance. When we accept that everything happens for a reason and that we can't control everything, we begin to feel more calm, more grounded, more at peace. Let's move on to the next lesson to explore this further. Number 3, the power of acceptance. Acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about having the inner strength to meet every situation with calm and clarity. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This is where the power of acceptance lies. Think of a time when you faced something difficult. Maybe you lost a job, went through a breakup, or dealt with illness. Our first reaction is often resistance, denial, even trying to change the facts. But have you ever stopped to ask, what if I stopped resisting? What if I simply accepted it? Acceptance isn't surrender. It's about understanding the truth of the moment and responding with wisdom, not panic. It doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or your goals. In fact, it helps you see more clearly what really matters and adjust your path. For example, when a job opportunity doesn't turn out as expected, instead of feeling stuck in disappointment, you can accept it as part of the journey and keep seeking other doors that may open. Acceptance gives us flexibility. It builds emotional strength and brings a sense of calm by freeing us from anger, fear, or anxiety. Ask yourself, what if I accepted things exactly as they are, without trying to force them to change? Could you feel more peace within? Acceptance isn't weakness. It's the strength to face every challenge without losing your balance. It's not passive, it's a conscious choice. a decision to live more fully, with more ease, more awareness. It's how we align ourselves with the natural rhythm of life, facing every obstacle with grace instead of resistance. Challenge yourself. Try it. And you'll begin to see how the power of acceptance can transform your entire experience of life. Number 4, learn to let go. Learning to let go is one of the core teachings of Stoic philosophy, a way of life that guides us toward peace and contentment. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on everything or becoming passive. It means recognizing and accepting that some things are simply outside of our control. Imagine holding a hot stone tightly. You know that if you keep holding it, you'll get burned. But the moment you let go, you feel light and the pain stops. Life is the same. There are hardships and painful emotions we must learn to release in order to find peace. Have you ever wondered why you keep holding on to sadness, anger, or disappointment? These heavy emotions not only hurt you, they also keep you from living a joyful and meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When we release what burdens us unnecessarily, our minds become lighter, freer, and more focused. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you choose what really matters. It's like cleaning a room, removing what no longer serves a purpose, to make space for light and air. This practice can apply to many parts of your life. You can let go of toxic relationships, let go of unrealistic expectations, let go of constant worry about the future, and most importantly, let go of past mistakes. Learn to forgive yourself. Ask yourself, what is holding me back from living a happy and fulfilling life? What can I release today to make space for something better? The journey of letting go is not always easy, but it leads to a deeper kind of freedom and lasting peace. Remember, letting go is not the same as giving up. It's a form of self-respect. It's about acceptance and learning to cherish what you already have. Do you agree with this perspective? If so, go ahead and like the video. If not, leave a comment and share your thoughts. I'd love to discuss this with you. Now let's move on to lesson number 5. Number 5, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is more than just noticing what's around you. It's about being deeply aware of your thoughts and emotions without judgment. When practiced daily, mindfulness helps us stay present. It lowers stress and anxiety and leads us to a life of peace and clarity. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote reminds us that true control lies not in changing the world, but in understanding our minds. Picture a stressful day. You come home, thoughts racing, work, family, responsibilities. Instead of letting these thoughts take over, take a moment, sit quietly, breathe deeply. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to feel more at peace? Mindfulness helps clear your mind, allowing you to see things more calmly and clearly. It keeps you from being swept away by emotions and external chaos. In difficult moments, ask, can I control this? If the answer is no, practice letting go. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Mindfulness takes time and patience, but the benefits are powerful. You can start small, with deep, focused breathing. Feel each breath, the air moving in and out. As you do this, ask, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking, and why? These questions anchor you in the present. They help you reconnect with yourself and release the noise of past regrets or future fears. We've made it halfway through today's journey. Thank you for being here. Your presence means you're ready to live more wisely and to create a life filled with joy and meaning. If you found this helpful, please hit the subscribe button and share the video with someone you care about. It's a small gesture, but it means the world to me. Now, let's continue our journey. Number 6, use silence effectively. In today's fast-paced world, surrounded by constant noise and activity, we often underestimate the power of silence. But to a Stoic philosopher, silence is not just the absence of speech. It is a discipline, a tool for mastering the mind and emotions. When we embrace silence, we don't just hear the sounds around us. We begin to hear something deeper, the quiet voice within our soul. And in that stillness, we can come to truly understand ourselves and the world around us. Silence helps us see with greater clarity and wisdom. Maybe you've had a moment where silence gave you an answer you were searching for, or brought you peace in a time of stress and anxiety. Think back. When was the last time you were truly silent and listened to your heart? A powerful example of silence in action can be found during moments of conflict. Rather than reacting with anger or speaking without thought, silence gives us the space to pause, to assess, and then respond with wisdom. As Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By listening more than we speak, we create room for understanding and for genuine connection. Ask yourself, when was the last time I chose silence, and what did I learn from it? You might discover that silence is not just a break from talking. It's a way of touching the deeper parts of your soul. It's a path to peace and insight in every corner of life. In essence, silence is the most powerful voice of self-control and awareness. We'd love to know, have you embraced silence lately? What insights or realizations did it bring you? Share your experiences in the comments. Your reflections might help someone else find their own moment of stillness. Number 7, enjoy the journey, not just the outcome. Stoic philosophy teaches us something vital. The true value of life isn't found in the destination, but in the journey itself. Imagine climbing a mountain. Sure, the summit is the goal, but the real magic happens in the steps you take to get there. You meet people, face challenges, grow stronger, and witness beauty along the path. If your eyes are fixed only on the peak, you might miss everything else. So ask yourself, can I find joy, not just in reaching the goal, but in every part of getting there? In life, we often get caught up in results. We want to succeed, to achieve, to win. And while goals matter, the process of moving toward them is where we truly grow. Even failure has value. Every struggle teaches something. Every delay can carry hidden wisdom. When we fixate only on results, we build pressure and set ourselves up for disappointment if things don't go as planned. But when we learn to embrace the journey, life becomes lighter, more meaningful. So how can you apply this mindset today? Ask yourself, can I find joy in the small tasks? Can I learn to love the process instead of only chasing the outcome? This doesn't mean we stop setting goals. It means we stop rushing through the present to get to the future. It means we pay attention to the day-to-day moments of living, learning, and becoming. Life is a series of moments, not just milestones. And each moment is worth savoring. This leads us naturally to the next lesson, one that lies at the heart of a meaningful life, the lesson of simplicity. Let's move on. Lesson number 8. Find joy in the simplest things. Have you ever wondered why children can find joy so easily in the tiniest moments? A falling leaf, a soft breeze, or a warm hug from a parent can light up their faces with pure happiness. With hearts untouched by the weight of the world, children remind us of a powerful truth. Joy lives in the present and in life's simplest details. Yet many adults get caught in the whirlwind of goals, achievements, and relentless ambition. They chase luxury, wealth, and power, believing those things will bring happiness. But Stoic philosophy teaches us otherwise. True joy isn't found in excess, but in simplicity. It's the little things that offer peace and contentment. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." When we stop chasing distant desires and begin appreciating the now, we realize that joy is always within reach. This mindset also improves our relationships. When we stop comparing ourselves to others and appreciate what we have, we grow more content, more kind, and more connected. Take a moment each day. Pause. Breathe deeply. Notice the small things: a good meal, a kind word, a quiet evening with loved ones. Remember, the richest person isn't the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. And that lesson leads us naturally to the next. Number 9. The art of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just saying thank you. It's a mindset, a daily practice, a way of seeing the world. It means taking the time to pause, reflect, and recognize the blessings we often overlook. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This simple advice holds deep wisdom. Joy doesn't come from achieving something grand. It comes from being present and being grateful for the life we already have. When you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, try asking yourself, what am I grateful for today? That small question can shift your entire perspective. A powerful example of gratitude is the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychologist who survived the horrors of the Nazi concentration camps. Even in unimaginable suffering, he found reasons to be grateful for kindness, for hope, for life itself. Gratitude gave him strength to endure the darkest moments. Now think about your own life. What can you appreciate right now? A supportive friend, a job you enjoy, your health. Gratitude transforms how we experience the world. It strengthens our spirit and fills our soul with peace. And it's not something rare or unreachable. It's already within you. You just need to pause, reflect, and open your heart to what's already good. Let gratitude guide you. Let it be the foundation of a joyful, peaceful life. Number 10. Appreciate solitude. To many, being alone is something to fear, something to avoid. But in Stoic philosophy, solitude isn't an enemy. It's a gift. Solitude gives us a sacred space, free from noise, pressure, and distraction, where we can meet ourselves honestly. In that quiet, we hear our truest voice. We face our thoughts and feelings without the masks we wear for the world. Ask yourself, when I'm alone, what do I feel? Do you feel uneasy, or do you find clarity and calm? Solitude gives us time to reflect, to evaluate our values, and understand what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." When we're alone, we have the space to refine those thoughts, and in doing so, elevate our entire lives. Solitude is not punishment. It's an opportunity for growth, for healing, for creativity. Take time for yourself. Seek out quiet moments in your busy day. Go for a walk alone, meditate, or read a book that speaks to your soul. In solitude, you may find the inspiration and peace you've been searching for all along. It's not an absence, it's a presence, a teacher, a friend. Be grateful for solitude, because in it, you rediscover life itself. Final reflections. Let life flow. In your journey to find happiness, peace, and meaning, there's something important to remember. Effort does not always mean force, and control is not the same as power. Many people believe that to succeed, they must constantly push, fight, and shape everything to their will. But the truth is, not everything in life is meant to be controlled. And trying to control what cannot be controlled only leads to stress, frustration, and emptiness. Stoic philosophy gently reminds us, let go, not of your dreams, not of your purpose, but of the illusion that you must force everything to happen on your timeline, in your way. There is strength in surrender, not the kind that gives up, but the kind that grows up, the kind that recognizes when to act and when to step back and let life move as it must. Take a moment now. Look at your life honestly. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? What fears are guiding your decisions? What stress have you accepted as normal? The truth is, you don't need to carry it all. You don't need to control every outcome. You don't need to be perfect. You need only to show up with presence, awareness, and openness. Let life unfold, step by step, moment by moment. When you stop trying to force the river to flow your way, you realize the current was always guiding you. You just needed to stop resisting it. Because joy isn't hiding in some faraway future. It's here, right now, in this breath, this pause, this very moment of awareness. And that's what it means to live with Stoic wisdom, to be present, to be grounded, to act when it's time to act, to rest when it's time to rest, to trust the rhythm of life, not because it's easy, but because it's real. So, as you step away from this video and return to your daily life, carry this with you. Don't force anything. Don't chase every moment. Instead, meet life where it is. Embrace the unknown. Let go of what you can't change. And most importantly, find joy in each present moment. Because that is where peace lives. That is where clarity begins. And that is where you are most fully alive. Thank you, truly, for joining me on this journey. Your presence here means you're not just watching, you're ready to live differently, more consciously, more courageously, more peacefully. If this message resonated with you, please support the channel. Like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our next video. Over the coming week, let Stoic philosophy guide your choices. Practice presence, practice acceptance, and most of all, practice gratitude. Then come back. Tell us in the comments what changed for you. What insight helped you shift? What silence spoke to you? Because this is more than content. It's a community, a space for reflection, wisdom, and growth. And I'll be right here, reading every comment, listening to every story, and walking this path with you. See you in the next video. Until then, go with the flow and live wisely.